104.3 and 960 Sports, KLAD Klamath Falls, K282CB Klamath Falls, a Basin Media active radio station. Your home of the NFL.
He scores! Touchdown!
7:50 the game.
1, 2, 3!
104.3 and 960 Sports and Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls present Oregon Tech Lady Owls basketball. Today's game is brought to you by Lake of the Woods Resort, Coldwell Banker Home and Premier Realty, your local Les Schwab Tire Centers, and Abby's Pizza.
Tonight marks the second half of the Cascade Conference women's basketball schedule. And for the Oregon Tech Lady Owls, the club sits in second place, one game back of first, 10-1 on the year, riding an 8-game win streak. But tonight, Tech has a formidable opponent. College of Idaho comes in, a team that sits 3 games back of them in the standings, having their best season in over a decade. And posing a team that has already defeated Eastern Oregon twice, they have already defeated Lewis Clark State. But for Tech, a team that has been an offensive juggernaut of late, 7 straight games with at least 78 or more points scored. That's the first time they've ever done that in program history. These two teams met back in December, and that was an Oregon Tech 68-59 victory in Idaho. I talked about that win for Tech when Joy Lee stopped by earlier today, and what Tech needs to do to come away with a victory here on a sellout Friday night. Glad you could join us here for our pregame show on 104.3 and 960 Sports.
Today's game is brought
Tech in Klamath Falls is the home of Oregon's Polytechnic University. We offer hands-on experience from day one in our real-world teaching labs, and we produce some of the highest-paid graduates in the state, entering some of the most exciting and in-demand fields in STEM and healthcare. But did you know? We also have one of the most competitive athletic programs in the NAIA's Cascade Conference, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14-1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah,
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
God's Gifts Photography.
It's time for the Oregon Tech Coaches Show as Mike Safford sits down with head coach Joy Lees. Brought to you by Lake of the Woods Resort. Now the voice of the Owls, Mike Safford.
Big Friday night here at Danny Miles Court as the Lady Owls look to try to extend a win streak to 9 in a row against College of Idaho. Head coach Joy Lee stops by to chat, and a quality weekend for your club last week. Not the easiest one, knowing you had to play a morning game against Walla Walla, come back and play a nationally ranked team like Lewis Clark State, but came out, got the job done. You go into the second half of the season at 10-1 in conference play, and I know you have to be extremely pleased at where this club is sitting here at the midway point.
Absolutely. You know, we talked about it this week that we've put ourselves in a really good position, but now moving forward, you know, we just have one mountain at a time for a total of 11 mountains. So, you know, starts tonight with C of I.
And that game against LC on Saturday, just a high-energy game. You came out just as you did here in Klamath in that end of first quarter to second quarter, made a big run, got a big lead, really never allowed them to get back in the ball game and just kept them at bay the rest of the night.
Yeah, we had, you know, some players made some big shots. Kennedy Toll, Gabby Gaskin, Josie Ramos, you know, they came in and did some things for us offensively that really got us going. And then defensively, it was just an overall team effort. And it helped that LC State was pretty fatigued from their battle with Southern Oregon the night before. So that played into our hands some, but I thought our defensive effort was really great in the first half.
And execution on the offensive end, you mentioned, hit some shots. It's scary to think your club has scored 78 or more points 7 consecutive games. And then as I look back, I think you scored 62 at Bushnell and 67 at C of I. And outside of that, you've been 78 or more for the last 2 months. And, you know, it's not tough shots. It's making the shots that your team's supposed to.
Yeah, and that was a struggle for us early in the season. You know, at that point, back in November, I wasn't sure we were capable of scoring 80 points. So, you know, we're finishing those shots in the paint that we work on over and over and over again. And, you know, our players are getting stronger, too. We work really hard in the weight room even now in the middle of the season. And so that's played a big part into it, too.
Yeah, and the one number that we haven't talked a whole lot about it is the way Gabby Gaskin has played. You kind of look and, you know, at times she's had some offensive slumps and this and that, but her assist-to-turnover ratio compared from last season to this season is completely flipped. And the fact that last weekend she had 9 assists, no turnovers. Next night out, she has 6 assists, 1 turnover. 15-1. I don't care what opponent you're going to play against. That's as good as you're going to see in this league.
She has really matured. You know, she's not forcing passes that she did her freshman sophomore year. She's controlling the tempo. You know, I'm hoping that she's really embraced the fact that we don't need her to score a lot of points, but we need her to do all those other things. You know, she's one of our leading rebounders. You know, and defensively, she just flat gets after it. So, I'm really proud of her and the way her game has evolved over the last couple years.
We'll take a quick timeout, come back. We'll look at the Cascade Conference standings and break down College of Idaho as the Lady Oats are in town here to take on Tech, and our pregame show rolls on here on 104.3 and 960 Sports.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. Starting at $13.99, it's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Because it goes straight from our kitchen to yours. For fresh out of your oven, piping hot, cheesy goodness. It's what stuffed crust pizza should be.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
There is a quiet epidemic happening. Male depression and suicide are on the rise, but men are not encouraged to talk about it. Instead, they hear phrases like, be a man up, boys don't cry. These statements imply that men cannot express emotion or become hurt. Yet 8 out of 10 suicides in the United States are male. It's okay to talk about it. If you feel the need to talk to someone about your mental health or thoughts of suicide, call or text 988. The Crisis and Suicide Lifeline is available 24/7.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
Hey, grab me one too.
At Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls, we produce some of the highest paid graduates in the state. We also have a competitive athletic program, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14:1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.
Onion, country bacon, and Canadian bacon piled to the edge. Family-owned Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition.
Today's game is brought to you by Klamath Falls Honda, Pacific Electric Contractors, The Days Inn, Avista Utilities, and Turn Tom Point S Tire. It's time for the pregame show, brought to you by Abby's Legendary Pizza. For more than 50 years, Abby's has proudly served the Northwest with toppings to the edge. 100% real cheese and freshly rolled dough. That's Abby's Legendary Pizza. Now the voice of the Owls, Mike Safford.
Big Friday night matchup here in the Basin as the Lady Owls take on C of I. Joey Lee stops by, and you look at the conference standings coming into play, and you see yourself and Southern Oregon with a 3-game lead on the rest of the pack. But that rest of the pack is really playing good basketball right now. C of I has had some really good wins, some perplexing losses. Tomorrow you take on an Eastern Oregon team that is probably playing as good as anybody in this league. But tonight, a C of I team, they've beaten Eastern twice. They've beaten Lewis Clark State, but then somehow lost to Evergreen and at home to Warner Pacific. I just don't get this club.
Well, they had a bad shooting night against Warner Pacific. They kind of packed it in a zone. It was just one of those nights for them, and so they're going to be looking for redemption today, and that's really what we've focused on in practice this week. Is we're going to get their best tonight, and so we've got to come ready to play. And even though we have a few games ahead, we're a few games ahead of them. We don't want to put ourselves in a position where we could be scrambling at the end of the season. And, this would be one of those nights that could come back to bite us. So we've got to show up ready to go. I think the atmosphere is going to be great. We're pushing for the sellout. And if that happens, that's worth 10 points right there, I think. So, they're going to have to come into a hostile environment into our place, which is the toughest place to play in the country.
That is definitely the case. I will say that. And there's no one even comparison in terms of how our fan base has been the last few years. Joy, CFI, they've got a very good outside shooter, Anna Mooney. I was shocked she was named Conference Player of the Week. I thought Tatum was gonna win that award, but making 51% of her threes and scored 20 or more points twice last week. Then they got a good inside-out post in Brooke Beresford. So two players that are part of a team that doesn't have anybody that averages in double figures.
Yeah, they're really balanced. You say that about Tatum. I thought the same thing. I kind of went back and compared their stats, and Mooney just had two really good games in their 2 wins last week. And, even though they dropped that game to Warner Pacific, those 2 games were pretty critical for him. So I can see why she got the nod there with those 2 big games. She is slippery. She's a little lefty. I've always liked her. Last year as a freshman, I thought she's going to be a player. She's really quick. And so Kennedy Toll will be on her tonight, and she's got a container.
And you look at the rest of that CFI team. Last 2 times you played them, both over in Idaho, tight games going into the fourth quarter. Last year when you played them here, hung 101 on them. You're hoping for that kind of effort again tonight.
Yeah, that was, that. I think Kyle, the coach at CFI, and I are pretty good friends, and I think he learned his lesson not to play us in a zone at home, because they haven't done it since. So I'm not expecting to see zone tonight. I think they're going to come out man-to-man, and they're much improved. They have very, very athletic, one of the most athletic teams in the conference. We've just got to make sure that they don't come shooting the lights out tonight.
What do you got to do to win tonight, Joy?
We got to control the boards once again. If we can do that and defend the 3-point line, I think we'll be in good shape.
It's going to be a big one, the start of 4 huge games this weekend here at Danny Miles Court, as Joy mentioned, trying to sell out the place for the first time since 2012. Have a good shot tonight and tomorrow for our pink out. Joy Lease, thanks for stopping by. Let's get a win tonight.
All right, thanks for having me.
That's the head coach of the Lady Owls. We'll come back, take a look at who else is playing around the conference tonight, and get set for basketball. It's Tech and College of Idaho live on 104.3 and 960 Sports.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Start the new year out with over $45,000 in cash and prizes at Clomoya Casino. The top prize climbs each week at our Wintertime Money Lift Friday drawings. Win up to $5,000 on January 31st. Win up to a 65-inch TV and $100 cash at the Football Fever Frenzy Hot Seats. And up to $250 free play at the Fortune Free Play Kiosk. Only at Clomoya Casino in Chiloquin, where winning comes naturally.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
You know, friends, tonight marks the 51st all-time meeting between College of Idaho and Oregon Tech on the women's side, and it will be decided one way or the other, as they've split the first 50 matchups, 25 for Tech, 25 for CFI, including that 67-58 Lady Owls victory over in Caldwell, Idaho back in early December. Tech hasn't lost in over a month and a half. They're riding an 8-game win streak and sit at 10-1 on the season, 14-3. They're number 2 in the ARC rating and in a great position to make a run in the postseason. But this second half is going to be tough for Oregon Tech, including a big matchup tomorrow against Eastern Oregon, a trip on the road to Southern, a trip on the road to Lewis Clark State, and tonight's big matchup against College of Idaho. Other games around the league, Northwest has already knocked off Walla Walla today, 45-34. Evergreen is at Lewis Clark State. Eastern is at Southern. Bushnell is at Warner Pacific. And Corbin is at Multnomah. Looking at the starters, Tech going to go with their normal 5. Kennedy Toll, the senior from Gridley, California, 9 points and 5 rebounds a game. Joined in the backcourt by Gabby Gaskin, junior from Jackson, California, 12 points and 5 rebounds a night. Tatum Schmierbach is the point forward, 12 points and 7 rebounds for the sophomore from South Medford High. Alexis Elquist up front, 8 points and 8 rebounds for Lexi. And it's Josie Ramos in the middle, the sophomore from Baker City, 11 points and 6 rebounds a night. For College of Idaho, it'll be Mia Austin out of the starting lineup midway through this season, has been playing well throughout her College of Idaho career. She will be the 6th man at averaging 7 a night. Taryn Riley is the point guard, 9 points and 2 rebounds a game. Joined there as well by Anna Mooney, 10 points and 3 rebounds a night. Had 20 in back-to-back games against Warner Pacific and also against Multnomah. Up front, they'll go with Kylie Waltemeyer, 5'9" sophomore from Tumwater, Washington, 8 points and 4 rebounds for her. Weber State transfer Ashton Adamson starts at one of the forwards, 7 points and 7 rebounds for her. And Brooke Beresford, she starts in the middle, 5'10" sophomore from Woodinville, Washington, 10 points and 6 boards tonight. We've already got a packed house here tonight, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger as the night goes on. We've got our call for the national anthem, so we're going to step aside for a final time. When we come back, we will have the tip-off. It's Oregon Tech and College of Idaho live on 104.3 and 960 Sports.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
That's our national anthem, and with our player introductions as always, here's Scott Allen.
Thank you and welcome once again to Oregon Tech and Danny Miles Court. It is time for the Say Yes to Adventure Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram starting lineups. We begin by welcoming friends, fans, and families of the visitors, the Yotes from College of Idaho in Caldwell, Idaho. Starting at forward, a 5'10 senior from Pocatello, Idaho, number 4, Ashton Adamson. At guard, a 5'7 senior from Spokane, Washington, number 11, Kylie Waltermeyer. At guard, a 5'6 sophomore from Vancouver, Washington, number 14, Anna Mooney. At guard, a 5'3 junior from Athol, Idaho, number 30, Taryn Riley. And in the post, a 5'10 sophomore from Woodinville, Washington, number 34, Brooke Beresford. The Yotes are coached by head coach Kyle Erickson in his second season. He is assisted by Cassidy Johnson. Light 'em up, hooligans, here we go. The Lithia Toyota of Klamath Falls experiences everything. Oregon Tech starting 5. At guard, a 5'8 senior from Gridley, California, number 11, Kennedy Toll. At guard, the 5'9 junior from Jackson, California, number 12, Gigi Gabby Gascon. And at forward, the 6'1 senior, battle-born from Elko, Nevada, 15, Alexis Elquist. At guard, the 5'9 sophomore from Medford, Oregon, 22, Tatum Schmierbach. And at forward, the 6'1 sophomore from Baker City, Oregon, 33, the Force, Josie Ramos.
Scott Allen with our starting 5. Again, Adamson and Waltermeyer, Riley, Beresford, and Mooney for College of Idaho. Kennedy, Toll, and Gaskin, Elquist, Schmierbach, and Ramos for Oregon Tech. Tech comes in with a 14-3 record, 10-1 in league play. C of I in a 3-way tie with LC State and Eastern Oregon in third place in the league standings, 10-7, 8-4 in conference play. It's a C of I team that's beaten Eastern twice for the first time in well over a decade, and also a road win at Lewis Clark State. Yet they've dropped games at home to Warner Pacific and also dropped a game to Evergreen State. CMI comes out in black tops, white numerals, Yotes across the chest in purple, Tech in the home whites with Tech across the chest in navy, trimmed in gold. We're set to go. Tap pit balls around, and it goes in the hands of the Lady Owls. We're underway. CMI comes out playing straight man defense just as Joy Lease expected. Schmierbach to the head of the key, and Gaskin catches there and dumps it outside the arc into the hands of Kennedy Toll, then back outside the arc to Gaskin as she attacks against Riley with 10 to shoot. They go to the free throw line. Elquist there lobs it back out to Schmierbach to get to the right corner, try to bounce a pass inside. Ball still on the floor. We'll see what the call is. And they're going to say it was kicked by one of the Oregon Tech players. The clock will get reset, and it'll go to College of Idaho. Not a good pass that time by Tatum Schmierbach in space. She was trying to dump a pass back into the hands of Elquist at the second block on the left side of the basket, but it got pinballed around and ends up going to C of I. Riley will have it near sideline, working against man pressure to Adamson right wing. Adamson with the ball high above her head, skips it all the way to Mooney, the lefty, along the near side. She'll drive baseline, take it to the cup, shot rattles around, no, and a rebound tracked down by Tatum Schmierbach. Schmierbach goes coast to coast, gets all the way to the baseline, stopped there, looking for someone to throw to. It's Elquist at the high post, goes right back to Schmierbach, right angle. She'll take a little jump stop, put a 15-footer up and home. And Tech has the early lead. Schmierbach had 20 last time out against Lewis Clark State to go along with 10 rebounds, her second double-double of the season. Adamson to the far sideline. Waltemeyer catches there. Took one dribble, throw it to Adamson. Beresford her first touch to the near side, back to Riley. She likes to go left. She did that time. Drives into the paint. A charge is going to be called. Was expecting a blocking foul. It wasn't, as it was Ramus that took the charge, and Taryn Riley will pick up the personal. She flat-backed the 6'1" sophomore post from Baker City. And the foul called on Riley will be her first. Board put up 14, but it was actually number 30, which was what I had on my book. So Tech with a 2-0 lead, bringing the ball up floor. Here's sideline work. Schmierbach off a screen to Toll right at the high post. Had 17 last time out to Schmierbach, head of the key. 3, it's not there, and a rebound tracked down by Adamson underneath the Division I transfer from the Big Sky Conference in Weber State. Along the far sideline, that's Riley. Crossover dribble, she'll drive right, throw a skip pass over to a wide open Mooney in the near corner. The 3 won't go, and a rebound tracked down by Schmierbach. Schmierbach leads the break for Tech, stops the dribble at the high post, curling off a screen comes Gaskin, spin dribble into the lane, jump stop, throws to the short corner where Ramus put up a jumper. It was a 10-footer, she shot it 14. And a rebound tracked down by Riley for C of I. Along the near sideline comes Waltemeyer with a crossover dribble. She'll drive Schmierbach to the basket, then throw to the corner where Adamson tries a 3. It's an air ball. Rebound to Gaskin. Gabby down the near sideline. Tech trying to push the tempo. She'll attack the basket, stop in the lane, jump stop with a right hand, throw up a wild shot, missed it, and the long rebound tracked down by C of I. And then Gaskin and Elquist both corralled on the rebound, but the arrow, as they and Mooney held it up, and the arrow goes C of I's way. So both teams not crisp on the offensive end early on. Tech leads 2-0, 2.5 minutes into the contest. Riley, the point guard, to Mooney at the high post. Adamson catches right at the head of the key, puts the ball high above her. It lobs inside to Beresford. She'll back her way in, jump stop, turn, right hand shot, no good. Rebound tipped around, got her own rebound at Beresford. We'll reverse it to the top of the key. Waltemeyer tries a 3. It's no good. Hit the top of the backboard. It's going to go out of bounds and stay at this end. There were 2 Oregon Tech players around the basket. All they had to do was grab it. Neither one did, and it went out of bounds. Usually don't see that for Tech. Kind of an inauspicious start for both sides. CMI 0 of 5 to start the ball game. Inbound pass goes all the way out to Waltemeyer at the far sideline. Off a screen comes Riley. She drove in, and it got it stripped out of her hands by Tatum Schmierbach. Tech comes back the other way. It's Elquist. Stops 15 feet from the bucket to Kennedy Toll at the right angle. Kennedy looking to try to get it inside. They get it to Ramus. She seals on the low block, but it got it stripped out of her hands. It was Beresford that took it away. CMI the other way. It's Waltemeyer down the far sideline. Swing it outside to Riley near wing. Riley crossover dribble, throw it to the free throw line. Beresford's going to drive in. Blocking foul, I think this time is going to be called on Tech, and it will. It'll go on Josie Ramus. it'll be her first. And C of I in a 2-0 hole will go to the line with Brooke Beresford. It's Tech to bring in a pair. Maddie Toll for the first time, along with Kendall Feely to replace Kennedy Toll. Free throw set to come here for the sophomore from Woodinville, Washington. Just 48% at the line this year. And the first one didn't look like a 48% free throw. That one up and good. Beresford had 17 in a win earlier this year against Walla Walla. And got the second one also to go. So we're tied at 2. Though CMI 0 of 5 to start the game. They have not made a made field goal over the first 3.5 minutes. Schmierbach high post. Curls off a screen set by Maddie Toll, the 5th-year grad student. Toll asking for the basketball. Catches down low. Spins into the lane with the left hand. Scoops it up. No. Elquist trying to fight for the rebound. And it's off of her hands and out of bounds. So Oregon Tech has missed their last 3 shots and also turned it over twice. We knew it was going to be a defensive struggle. Both these teams allow teams just 57 points a game as Riley drives in. Kicks it outside the arc to Waltemeyer. Right back to Riley. She'll attack with the left hand. Throw it near side to Beresford. Tries a 3 off the side of the rim. No good. Maddie Toll the rebound for Tech. Up floor comes Schmierbach down the left sideline. She'll wait for traffic to clear. Now attack with a right hand. Drive into the paint. Hand it off to Kendall Feely. She stops right in the middle of the paint. Tips it to Gaskin right at the high post. Gabby splits a double team. Drives it with a shot right off the glass. No, but she's fouled. Gaskin will go to the stripe. She drew the contact on C of I's Ashton Adams. And that'll be her first. Elquist to the bench. In comes Caitlin Wright as Gaskin goes to the stripe for the Lady Owls. 75% shooter is Gabby Gaskin. Filled up the stat sheet last weekend as the first one's up and good. 16 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists in the win against LC. 9 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists in the win against Walla Walla. She knocks home both and Tech back on top, 4-2. 5:49 left here in the opening quarter from Danny Miles Court as the place starts to fill up. Expecting the near capacity, if not a capacity crowd tonight. As Riley tries the left sideline and Kendall Feely got a hand on it and tipped the pass that was intended to Moody right into the Tech bench. Kendall Feely among the top 10 in the league in steals despite playing about just 20 minutes a night. As the inbound pass goes to Riley with 20 to play on the shot clock. She'll drive to the free throw line extended, lob it back to Beresford near wing. She'll spin her way into the paint, stop, lob a pass back to Riley alone in the far corner. She sets, tries a 3, in and out, no good. And a rebound pulled down by Gaskin for Tech. Gabby Gaskin, long pass up floor to Maddie Toll, gave up one dribble, skips it to the high post, got there by Schmierbach. Schmierbach will turn, work one-on-one against Adams and get stopped there, though outside in the hands of Feely. Whip it back to Caitlin Wright along the baseline. Bounce pass back, trying to find a easy pass to Tatum Schmierbach, and Wright's pass nowhere near her, and it goes out of bounds. See if I going to make a couple substitutions. Riley going to sit down along with Beresford. And in for the Yotes comes Mackenzie Hirsch and also Mia Austin. So we near the under 5 timeout. Along the near sideline, works Mooney. She tries the baseline, scripts it to the far side, caught there by Hirsch. Now the high post, and Austin, a very good three-point shooter. To Mooney, high wing. She'll drive all the way to the free throw line, go back cut. There's Adamson, she drives to the basket. Her layup is good. First field goal comes 5 minutes into the game for College of Idaho, and we're tied at 4. Inside pass, Toll catches on the block, turns with a left hand and scores. Once Maddie Toll was sealed down low and was able to make a good catch on the low block, she went up strong with her 6'2" frame and used the left hand to finish. Gives Tech the lead back at 6-4. Near sideline, works Hirsch. Hirsch looks for a bounce pass inside. Tech denies that entry. So they go to the high post and Austin. Austin crossover dribble, drives to the free throw line. Now a bounce pass goes into the block. Caught there by Hirsch as she spins against Caitlin Wright. Shot no good. Long rebound to the far corner, and it's going to go where? We'll see what the call is. It's going to be a foul on Oregon Tech. It's going to go on Tatum Schmierbach, and it'll be CMI basketball when we come back. 4:07 left, quarter number 1, 6-4 in favor of Tech. We're back in a minute.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. Starting at $13.99, it's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Because it goes straight from our kitchen to yours. For fresh out of your oven, piping hot, cheesy goodness. It's what stuffed crust pizza should be.
Not been a pretty start for either team thus far tonight, as we come out of the under 5 timeout with Tech leading 6-4. It's an Oregon Tech team that is averaging over 84 points a game over their last 7. Laney Julian in for the first time for C of I, who has the basketball after the timeout. Hirsch to the far sideline. Mooney catches it there, working against Caitlin Wright. She'll drive her to the baseline, skip a pass inside to Julian, then outside for a Hirsch 3. That's no good, and a long rebound goes in the hands of Oregon Tech. Goes in the hands of Kennedy Toll. She weaves her way across the timeline. High post works Tatum Schmierbach to the near sideline, caught there by Gaskin. Gaskin will hand it off to Kennedy Toll, now right back to the hands of Schmierbach. Tatum at the right elbow, drives to the baseline with 15 left on the shot clock, trying to get it inside to Maddie Toll, can't, so Kennedy Toll now enters it in. Maddie on the low block, and she's fouled as she turned up with the right hand. The foul will go against, I believe, Adamson for C of I. It'll be her second. As Brooke Anderson will come in for Tech and spell Gabby Gaskin for the first time, and Beresford will come back in for Kyle Erickson's squad. Second-year head coach for the Yotes. As it'll be Maddie Toll at the line for Tech. Madison Toll, over 1,200 points in her Oregon Tech career. Came back after that year off and has really found her stride here, coming off as a 6th player off the bench. On the year, Maddie hitting at 64% at the line. First one up and good, extends the Tech lead to 7-4. One more for her here is also good. Tech with their largest lead. So it's Julian, Waltemeyer, Mooney, Hirsch, and Beresford for C of I. Both Tolls, Wright, Anderson, and Schmierbach for Tech. Mooney has it far side. Skip past Julian near wing. Now it's Beresford. Spin dribble into the lane. Puts up a little floater. Way strong, but she got her own rebound. Then lost it underneath. Taken away by Schmierbach. Out of the key, Tatum Schmierbach lobs inside to Maddie Toll. She's doubled. Go back for an 18-footer by Schmierbach. Missed it. Rebound kept alive by C of I. It goes in the hands of Julian. She'll lead the break down the near sideline. The freshman from Sumner High in the Seattle area, just south in the South Sound. Waltemeyer has it near wing. She looks to attack, drives in, bounce pass inside, and Brooke Anderson stepped in front of that one, has the steal. Up floor to Caitlin Wright. Jump stop, waits, skips it over the defense. There's Kennedy Toll alone for 3. Heel the rim and out, and a long rebound goes to the Yotes. Kennedy Toll was 4 of 7 from distance in that win Saturday against Lewis Clark State at a season-high 17. Hirsch has it high post for C of I, wearing the black top. Skip a pass Julian along the baseline. Drives down there, gets caught underneath the basket, but somehow got underneath and scored. Laney Julian with the basket, just the second made field goal of the night for College of Idaho. They trimmed the lead to 8-6. As along the far sideline, works Caitlin Wright. Bounce pass goes inside to Maddie Toll. Outside the arc, works Tatum Schmierbach. She'll body her way into the basket, lower her shoulder, put up a shot, might have been blocked, and it was. Blocked by Waltemeyer, the rebound by Beresford, who has been very active on the defensive end. Bounce pass to the far sideline. Julian catches there, drives into the paint, lost control of it, and a reaching foul going to be called on Tech. It's going to go on Madison Toll. As Maddie reached in, it'll be her first foul. 3 team fouls on both sides. Sitting down goes Mooney and Waltemeyer. Riley comes in along with Brooke Zimmerman, and for Tech, back in comes Alexis Elquist. Off the inbound pass, it's Riley, drives all the way in, spun up a shot, missed it. Rebound went to the hands of Toll. There's a lot of contact, they let it go. Near sideline works Brooke Anderson, the freshman from Grants Pass. She'll lob to the free throw line. Maddie Toll catches there, throw it back to Kennedy Toll, launches from three, and it splashes home. Timeout called by College of Idaho. Kyle Erickson didn't like it, but the timeout is called and Tech has their largest lead of the night. 11-6 our score. We're back here from Klamath Falls after this.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Big three hit right there by Kennedy Toll gives Tech their largest lead at 11-6 with 1:15 left in the period. It'll be College of Idaho to inbound at quarter court along the far sideline. As up floor come Taryn Riley. Riley with a right hand dribble, looks to attack the middle of the paint. They throw outside for a Hirsch three. It's no good. It goes over the backboard out of bounds. And it'll go back to Oregon Tech. Gaskin going to come back in for the Owls. As Caitlin Wright set to check out. Tech 3 of 10 from the field. College of Idaho just 2 of 14. They've yet to make a three. Off a screen at the high post, works Brooke Anderson. Gave up the dribble, maybe a split second too early. Tips it to the head of the key, and Elquist now to the free throw line, and Maddie Toll. She'll work off a ball screen, drive in, jump stop, try to lob inside. Elquist catches a little too deep, missed the shot, and a rebound goes to Beresford for CMI. Beresford going to lead the break, get all the way to the free throw line, then tip it to Julian along the far sideline. Julian looks to try to go right, does so, attacks the basket, forced up a right-handed shot, missed it, and the rebound goes in the hands of Brooke Anderson. Up floor to Gaskin, does not have numbers, but she'll pull the trigger from three anyway. Way long, but the rebound pulled down by Tech. It goes in the hands of Alexis Elquist. Shot clock, game clock are identical. As Gaskin going to attack Riley to the basket, draw contact and a foul. It'll be the second on Taryn Riley. And Gabby Gaskin will go back to the line for Oregon Tech. And with 16 seconds left, back in for the Yotes will come Anna Mooney, their leading scorer on the season. So Gaskin to the line to shoot a couple. Made 2 free throws earlier in the night. First one on the way and good. Tech extends the lead to 12-6 here against College of Idaho. Again, men's game will follow it. It'll be the battle for first place in the league standings. 2 top teams separated by a half a game in the league standings right now. Is the second one also good. It is 13-6. Tech will have the basketball to start the second quarter. So big possession here. They can get a defensive stop. Near sideline works Mooney. She'll look to attack, drive all the way to the baseline, keep it up with the left hand, throw it up, missed it. Rebound to Maddie Toll with 3, with 2. Gaskin near half court's going to let it fly, and it will not be there. 13-6. Tech has the lead after one quarter. We'll be back with a second after this timeout on 104.3, 960 Sports and the Owl Sports Network.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. Starting at $13.99, it's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Because it goes straight from our kitchen to yours. For fresh out of your oven, piping hot, cheesy goodness. It's what stuffed crust pizza should be.
As we get set for quarter number 2, Tech just 3 of 12 from the field, 25%, but C of I 2 of 16. Even worse, just at 125. As out of the break. Look to see who the two teams will have out there on the floor. Looks like the same unit Tech had, except Ramus is out there to replace Toll to end the period. Also back on comes Tatum Schmierbach. He's at the high post. Works Kennedy Toll. She drove in and she threw it to no one as Ramus had slipped and fell on the floor. Here comes C of I the other way. To the free throw line is Mooney to Julian. She'll drive in, pull up, little jump shot, in and out, no good. Rebound to Gaskin, out of backcourt for Oregon Tech. She's out there along with Toll, Anderson, Ramus, and Schmierbach as Gaskin drives in, jump stop, puts up a left-handed shot, no good. Good rebound inside by Zimmerman as up floor comes Mooney. Mooney dips it back outside the arc. Beresford double team, so Julian catches to the free throw line. 13-6, Tech has the lead. Near sideline outside Mooney for 3, no good. She's the best three-point shooter in the league. Number 3 in the nation, but she's 0 for 3 tonight. Rebound went to Kennedy Toll, Tech the other way. Near sideline, Schmierbach to Anderson outside the arc. She looks left, finds Gaskin there. She'll curl off a screen, go inside. Ramus is all by herself. Can't finish. Josie has not been able to finish underneath the basket tonight. And Mackenzie Hirsch, the rebound for C of I. Ramus 0 for 2. Elquist has not been able to connect either. Far sideline works Mooney, works up a high pick, and right there by two different players. Now Julian drives the baseline, put up a shot short. Rebound attack, it goes to Gaskin. The futility on the offense for both teams continues. Quickly they get it inside. In transition, a pass caught on the low block by Josie Ramus on a great feed that time from Tatum Schmierbach, and she scores. 15-6 Tech, they've scored the last 7. Far sideline works Hirsch. Lob it to the head of the key, caught right there by Beresford. She'll attack the basket. Finish on the low block. 15-8 the score. 8 minutes left here in half number 1. The head of the key drives in Gaskin. She's doubled. They throw it to Schmierbach at the high post. Working off a Ramus pick. She'll lower her shoulder, drive to the baseline, stop there. Try to lob inside. Josie catches, puts up a shot. It's good, and she's going to go to the line. She just floated that one straight up in the air, and it floated right through the middle of the basket. Brooke Zimmerman will pick up the foul for the Yotes. Back in for C of I will come Waltemeyer to replace Hirsch as Tech leads 17-8. As a free throw coming for Josie Ramus. 11 points, 5 rebounds a night for hers. Her free throw rattles around and falls. Tech with our largest lead at 18-8. Down the far sideline works Mooney. Outside the arc, they catch it to the hands of Beresford. She lowers her shoulder again. Missed that one though. And Schmierbach on the weak side had the rebound. That was a good take. Just missed the shot. Up floor comes Gaskin. Spins into the lane. Forced up a shot. A lot of contact. Missed it. Rebound tipped out by Gaskin all the way to Kennedy Toll. Here sideline works Tatum Schmierbach. 16 to shoot. Curls off a Ramus pick. Step back. Launches from 3 and splashes it home. Tatum Schmierbach the long triple. 21-8 Oregon Tech. 7 minutes left before halftime. Tech starting to find their rhythm just a bit offensively. Beresford has it center of the floor. Handed off to Zimmerman. Free throw line extended along the far side. They lob it into Beresford. She got a clean lane to the basket and scores. Beresford had the mismatch against Gaskin. As Tech comes right back the other way, they go inside to Kennedy Toll, and she gets swatted out of bounds by Beresford. Tech will inbound underneath. Anderson will come out. Feely in. Austin in for C of I. Julian sits down. 6:43 left here in the half. The lead is 11 for Tech. And away from the basketball, Kennedy Toll knocked to the floor. And it's going to be a foul against Zimmerman for C of I. It'll be her second. And so the Yotes have 16 fouls between the first 2 quarters. 3 different players with 2 fouls, 2 of which are on the bench. 5-second count is on, is trying to get inbounded to Schmierbach and finally does so at the very last minute. Tech will lob it in. Schmierbach catches underneath. Her shot no good. Rebound tipped out for Toll. Another 3. This time rattles around and no. Feely, the offensive rebound, finds Ramus for 2. Kendall Feely, the offensive rebound. And Ramus finishes. As driving in comes the Yotes. Shot won't go for Waltemeyer. Austin got the long rebound and away from the basketball. A technical foul called on someone. And I think it's going against the CMI bench. It's going to go against Kyle Erickson as he was complaining that there was a foul at that end. And so with his team trailing 23-10, we will have a technical foul called at this end. It'll be Gaskin, I think, to shoot the Tech. And she will. First one good. We saw a bunch of technicals in a men's game not too long ago. Gaskin's first one good, second one also good. That was against Walla Walla where their coach was ejected. And whose basketball will it be? It'll end up being Tech basketball. So even though it'll be a turnover for C of I to give it back to OIT. Thanks to the technical foul on the bench. 25-10, all of a sudden, this game is broken open. Schmierbach pass inside, trying to get it to Josie Ramus, and it gets tipped away. It was 8-6 at one point. And it's 17-2 run for the good guys. As Adamson going to sit down, or come in, and Beresford going to sit down. Off the inbound pass, it goes to Gabby Gaskin along the near sideline. They'll reverse the basketball to Schmierbach. Now Toll near wing. Kennedy Toll attacks the basket, leaves it back to the top of the key. Schmierbach will give it to Feely. Feely behind the back pass, goes to the near side for another Schmierbach 3, and that one's good! South Medford connection gets going. 28-10 the score. Off a screen comes Mooney, bounce pass to Austin. Austin will drive in, throw up a floater way long. Rebound kept alive by C of I. It's kept alive out there by Adamson, but the pass gets tipped out of bounds by Toll, and Yotes will have 10 to shoot as the shot, I didn't think, hit rim. But the officials think otherwise. 5:24 left first half. It is 28-10 Tech. Off a screen comes Mooney. Cascade Conference Player of the Week. Try to pass to the near corner. And Toll got a hand on that one. As in the near corner was Austin spotting up for a 3 and just couldn't get her the basketball. So now with 14 to shoot on the baseline, it'll be Adamson to trigger the inbound. She'll lob it in. Catch there by Zimmerman. Near sideline to Mooney. Near corner works Austin, turns to the right, takes 2 dribbles, trying to lob it inside with 7 to shoot. Now in the hands of Mooney. She'll lower her shoulder, drive Gaskin to the basket, blow a layup. Rebound goes to Kendall Feely. Feely up floor, tried to get a pass quickly to Kennedy Toll, and her pass a little bit too strong and a turnover for Tech. For OIT, it is their 5th turnover. CMI just 4 of 25 so far tonight. Very similar to the issue they had against Warner Pacific last time out when they lost 49-48 at home. Along the far sideline, caught there by Adamson. Near wing to Mooney. She'll try the baseline. Toll cuts her off. They go right back inside. Pass tipped around on the block, but it's tipped right to the head of the key. Working in is Austin. Back outside goes Zimmerman. Bounce it right back. Austin for 3, and finally CMI gets one to go. Mia Austin can get it going from distance. She's had some huge games in her career. And finally a basket for the Yotes. Ends a long Tech run. Timeout next whistles. Kennedy Toll looks to answer. Head of the key. Triple. Up and good. Feely found her. And so Tech answers with 3 of their own. It's 31-13 with 4:15 left before halftime. Our sideline, it's Mooney. Stopped there by Toll. Bounce pass trying to find someone. Zimmerman finally pops out and gets it to Austin. 28 feet from the basket. Works off a ball screen. Lobs inside. Tipped out of bounds. He'll save this end with 9 to shoot. 3:57 left here in the first half, and we'll have a timeout. 31-13. Tech has the lead. We're back here for Klamath Falls after this.
Start the new year out with over $45,000 in cash and prizes at Clomoya Casino. The top prize climbs each week at our Wintertime Money Lift Friday drawings. Win up to $5,000 on January 31st. Win up to a 65-inch TV and $100 cash at the Football Fever Frenzy Hot Seats. And up to $250 free play at the Fortune Free Play Kiosk. Only at Clomoya Casino in Chiloquin, where winning comes naturally.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
31-13. Lady Owls have the lead coming out of the break. Tech has gone to their bench. Maddie Toll back in, as is Caitlin Wright. For C of I, Mackenzie Hirsch back in for them. They'll inbound with 9 to shoot. Mooney trying to get it inbounded, lobs it to Austin right at the head of the key. She'll step back, try a 3, front iron and out, and the rebound attack goes in the hands of Tatum Schmierbach. Here comes Gaskin the other way, leading 31-13 at the 3:45 mark. Maddie Toll well outside the arc. They dump it inside of Caitlin Wright. Lost control of the basketball, got it back and tipped in the hands of Kennedy Toll. Toll off his terrain, drives all the way in, gets to the basket and scores! What a tough take that time by Kennedy Toll down the left side of the lane. 33-13, give her 10 in the first half. Mooney has it far sideline at the hash mark. Dump it to the head of the key. Beresford catches there. Tried to bounce a pass inside, couldn't get it in the hands of Waltemeyer, so instead they go to Hirsch on the baseline. Bodies her way in, lost control of it, stolen away. Gaskin has it for Tech. Gabby Gaskin, coast to coast, layup in transition, up and in. Gabby Gaskin in transition, 35-13 Oregon Tech. Along the far sideline comes Mooney, tip it near side, Hirsch near corner, long one to Hood. Mackenzie Hirsch the triple. C of I gets a much-needed basket. Mackenzie Hirsch, 36% from 3 on the season. 35-16 at the 2:45 mark. Caitlin Wright near sideline. Keeps the ball right at her hip to the head of the key. Kennedy Toll near sideline to Gaskin. Gaskin up at Maddie Toll pick. She'll drive the baseline, leave it off. Caitlin Wright's all by herself. Can't connect. Rebound tipped around, and it goes in the hands of C of I. I don't think she had full control of the basketball when she put up that jump shot. The other end, it's Beresford, spins her way into the paint. Tips it back outside the arc. Mooney catches there. Mooney to the free throw line, goes right past Wright, got to the basket, a lot of contact, no foul called. And the rebound goes in the hands of Oregon Tech. Here comes Gaskin, middle of the floor. No look pass, Tatum Schmierbach misses the runner. Easy one there, missed that one. 2 minutes left before halftime. It's 35-16 Tech. Osnell sits center circle for the Oaks. Tech has stayed in man the entire night thus far. Austin looks to drives all the way to the baseline, throws up a runner, no, rebound tipped around, pulled down out of there by Tatum Schmierbach. Long pass up floor, Kennedy Toll catches in transition, launches from 3. This one no good, and a rebound all the way out to Austin near the 3-point line. CMI will slow the tempo down. Mooney will bring it across the timeline. 90 seconds left in the period, and CMI looks gassed. The free throw line comes Hirsch, squares up against Tatum Schmierbach, looks to try to drive, can't. So she'll lob it far sideline. Waltemeyer now inside, and a whistle is trying to work in was Beresford, and she got bodied up by Gabby Gaskin, who got a pop to the face, but the foul's called on Tech. Whistle on Gaskin will be her first. Gabby took that one in the eye. Sitting down will go Schmierbach, Anderson in for her, Feely back in for Tech. She'll get Toll. So it's Maddie Toll, Gaskin, Wright, Anderson, Feely for Tech. CMI will inbound underneath their own basket. It goes right in and stolen. Gaskin takes it right away. Gaskin 3-on-2. No look pass to Feely. Inside. Shot blocked out of bounds by Julian, who is checked in for C of I. Lainey Julian in for the Yotes. Just checked in at the last whistle. Tech trying to get the ball inbounded. Finally, they do so into the hands of Gaskin while outside the arc. 1:10 left in the half. Near sideline, bounce pass. Feely has it go off her hands and out of bounds. It was a good pass inside by Gaskin going back door. Had Kendall Feely open, but she couldn't collect the pass. It goes right off her hand, then her knee, and out of bounds. So an opportunity for CMI to try to cut into a 19-point deficit at the 1-minute mark. Head of the key works Beresford, tips it near corner. Waltemeyer tries one from distance. That's no good. Long rebound, Kendall Feely has it. Up floor works to Gaskin along the near sideline. Gaskin has it with a right hand dribble. 45 seconds left here in the first half. Tech leading 35-16. Gaskin will work near sideline with a right hand dribble. Bounce pass to Feely, working off a Maddie Toll pick. Throw it back to Maddie on the low block. Bodies her way in, fakes right, goes left and scores. Maddie Toll has 4 off the bench. It is 37-16. CFI with 22 seconds left to play for a final shot. Near sideline, it's Austin, tips it inside. Waltemeyer attacks and scores on the block. No! They'll call a charge on Waltemeyer. Basket was good, they disallow it. And Waltemeyer called for the charge. And with 14 seconds left in the period, Tech will have the basketball. Clock down to 7, it's Gaskin high post. Gabby looks to attack, drives in, stops, and I think she's called for steps with 2 seconds left. You saw her plant, try to jump stop, picked up the wrong foot. And CMI will have 2 seconds left to try to get a pass in. It's intercepted by Feely. Her shot no good off the inbound. And the horn will sound as the inbound pass by Julian got intercepted. But Tech does not get a shot off, and it is 37-16, our score going to halftime. It was a slow start for Oregon Tech, but found their rhythm here midway through the first quarter, and they have a 21-point lead going to the locker room. 37-16 our score. We'll have our halftime report next on 104.3 and 960 Sports and the Owl Sports Network.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo.
Mountain Dew. Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. Starting at $13.99, it's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Because it goes straight from our kitchen to yours. For fresh out of your oven, piping hot, cheesy goodness. It's what stuffed crust pizza should be.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Hey, grab me one too.
There is a quiet epidemic happening. Male depression and suicide are on the rise, but men are not encouraged to talk about it. Instead, they hear phrases like, be a man, man up, boys don't cry. These statements imply that men cannot express emotion or become hurt. Yet 8 out of 10 suicides in the United States are male. It's okay to talk about it. If you feel the need to talk to someone about your mental health or thoughts of suicide, call or text 988. The Crisis and Suicide Lifeline is available 24/7.
Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls is the home of Oregon's Polytechnic University. We offer hands-on experience from day one in our real-world teaching labs, and we produce some of the highest-paid graduates in the state, entering some of the most exciting and in-demand fields in STEM and healthcare. But did you know? We also have one of the most competitive athletic programs in the NAIA's Cascade Conference, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14:1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.
Back here at Danny Miles Court on a Friday night. So far, so good for the Lady Owls as they ride a huge run that started early, actually midway through the first quarter. Ended up going as a 17-2 run, and they hold College of Idaho to 6 of 31 shooting in the first half, and they lead going to the break by a score of 37-16 here at home. In that first half, Tech didn't shoot the basketball particularly well, but did so in the second quarter. For the ball game, 12 of 31 at 39%, but 4 of 9 from distance, and made all 9 of their free throws. And Tech used a 25-19 edge on the glass, while C of I just 6 of 31 from the field and 2 of 12 from long range. Tech turned 9 turnovers into 5 points, and Tech had 7 second chance points. Individually, Tech with a balanced scoring effort. Kennedy Toll with 8, Gabby Gaskin had 8, Tatum Schmierbach had 8, Josie Ramus with 7, Maddie Toll had 6. Schmierbach leads the way with 6 rebounds, and Kendall Feely off the bench has 3 assists. For C of I, Brooke Beresford tops in both points and rebounds, 6 points and 4 rebounds. They got 3 each from Mackenzie Hirsch and Mia Austin, and they got 2s from Lainey Julian and also from Ashton Adamson. Again, 37-16. Oregon Tech has the lead going to the break. We'll take a timeout, come back, we'll look at the scores from the other 5 games around the league today. Also get you caught up on Tech track and field. There was a couple big numbers that happened in Reno today in the indoor track season opener. We'll tell you about that when we return. Glad you could join us here tonight on the home of the Lady Owls, 104.3 and 960 Sports and the Owl Sports Network.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
There is a quiet epidemic happening. Male depression and suicide are on the rise, but men are not encouraged to talk about it. Instead, they hear phrases like, "Be a man," "Man up," "Boys don't cry." These statements imply that men cannot express emotion or become hurt. Yet 8 out of 10 suicides in the United States are male. It's okay to talk about it. If you feel the need to talk to someone about your mental health or thoughts of suicide, call or text 988. The Crisis and Suicide Lifeline is available 24/7.
Start the new year out with over $45,000 in cash and prizes at Clomoya Casino. The top prize climbs each week at our Wintertime Money Lift Friday drawings. Win up to $5,000 on January 31st. Win up to a 65-inch TV and $100 cash at the Football Fever Frenzy Hot Seats. And up to $250 free play at the Fortune Free Play Kiosk. Only at Clomoya Casino in Chiloquin, where winning comes naturally.
Back here at halftime from Danny Miles Court, Lady Owls with a 37-16 lead on College of Idaho at the break. Elsewhere around Tech Athletics, I mentioned that Mike Anderson and the track team making their indoor debut in Reno at the Reno Events Center and Convention Center, the Nevada Multi and Invitational. And earlier today, a pair of school records fell. Two-sport athlete Tiffany Humphreys broke the indoor 400-meter record, running it at exactly 60 seconds. And then also, it was McKenna Dotson in the 200 meters, broke the previous 200 record. That was at 27:16. And then on the men's side, Tyus Selby came through in the pole vault. Hit the NAIB national standard by clearing 4.75 meters in the pole vault. Had a chance to hit the A mark and break the school record at 490, but came up short in his last attempt. And then tomorrow we'll have more action. It'll be 60-meter dash will be a key event. We'll also see we'll also see triple jump as well, and the shot put there in Reno. Elsewhere around the league tonight, as I mentioned, one game in the books. It was a slow grind of a game in Walla Walla, where Northwest knocked off Walla Walla 45-34, one of the lower scoring games we've seen in a long while in Cascade Conference play. Lewis Clark State is playing host to Evergreen State, and late in the ball game, it's all LC tonight, 73-42. Over the hill in Ashland, upset of Brewing Eastern Oregon at halftime, leading Southern Oregon 26-22, trying to end Southern's 17-game win streak. If this score were to hold and that score were to hold, Tech could move into a first-place tie with the Raiders. In Portland, Corbin at halftime, leading at Multnomah 33-29. Corbin solidly in the playoff chase right now, but Multnomah trying to work their way back in it. And at halftime, it's Bushnell on the road, leading at Warner Pacific 42-35. We'll take our final timeout of the first half at halftime, and we'll come back and get ready for half number 2. Tech with a 21-point lead going to the locker room, trying to pick up win number 9 in a row. The second half is next on the home of the Lady Owls, 104.3 and 960 Sports.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
Be reminded, tomorrow night Eastern Oregon will be in town to take on the Lady Owls and the Hustlin' Owls. Women's game at 3 o'clock, men's game to follow at 5. It is our 15th annual Pink Out, as we will support cancer research and also try to help the efforts over at the Sky Lakes Breast Health Center. And again, the first 1,000 fans to come into Danny Miles Court tomorrow will receive a commemorative Pink Out jersey. And I know a lot of folks I've seen that when they come wearing their Pink Out shirts, and I go, that one's from 10 years ago, that one's from 8 years ago. We'll have new ones for everyone to wear starting tomorrow. Again, the first 1,000 fans inside Danny Miles Court will get that t-shirt. I saw all the boxes down below as well. It's going to be an electric night, and it's Eastern Oregon that comes in. Tech picked up a victory over the Mounties, but Eastern has played well of late. They've won 8 of 9, and as I mentioned, right now leading on the road at Southern Oregon at halftime. Both teams will have their original 5s on the floor. It'll be Adamson, Waltermeyer, Mooney, Riley, Beresford for C of I. And for Oregon Tech, it'll be Toll and Gaskin, Elsquist, Schmierbach, and Ramus. It'll be C of I basketball to start the second half. See what changes both coaches made at halftime as Riley goes to the free throw line, caught there by Adamson. 2 dribbles to the right, dumps it outside the arc to Waltermeyer. She curls off a pick. To drive all the way in, put up a left-handed shot, no. Adamson, the offensive rebound. I believe she's fouled. Reach-in foul will be called on Alexis Elquist for Oregon Tech. It'll be her first. It'll be a non-shooting foul. It was off the rebound after the missed layup. And it was Adamson that curled the offensive board. And she'll trigger the inbound underneath the basket. They'll lob it in. It's caught there by Beresford as she bodies her way against Schmierbach onto the paint. She lost control of the dribble, then tipped it back to the head of the key. Caught there by Waltermeyer to the far corner, and Riley. Skip it back outside. Waltermeyer's alone. Her 3 is off the mark, no good. Rebound tipped around. It goes in the hands of Schmierbach for Oregon Tech. Long pass up the near sideline to Gaskin. Gabby Gaskin attacks the middle of the paint, nearly lost the dribble, then throws it back outside the arc, and it's caught there by Kennedy Toll. Toll with a left-hand dribble, give it right back to Gaskin, going left to right, and pulls it all the way to the center circle. Now works the right side of the floor. She'll drive Riley to the baseline, skips it to the near corner, caught there by Toll. She'll drive into the paint, turn, little right-hand runner, way short, and a rebound pulled down by Adamson for College of Idaho. Minute into the second half, 37-16 in favor of Tech. And a Mooney high post. She's been held scoreless so far. Beresford bounce pass inside. Adamson gets rejected out of bounds by Josie Ramus. Ramus leads the club in block shots the last 2 seasons. It was a clean lane that time for Adamson, but she gets swatted. Off the inbound pass, it's all the way out to Adamson at the head of the key to Riley for a 3. Looks good and is good. Head of the key triple for Taryn Riley. And it's 37-19. Riley with her first field goal is the other end. Schmierbach catches. curled off a pick. Banked in a 15-footer from the angle. 39-29. They say 39-19. As Riley caught underneath the basket. Tried to pass inside, tipped around, and stolen by Tech. Up floor comes Gaskin up the middle of the floor. Throws it to the baseline, post to post, inside. There's Elquist. What's the call? They're going to call her for steps. Elquist must have shuffled underneath the basket as it was a great touch pass by Tatum Schmierbach to find Alexis Elquist. She finished underneath when the whistle happened. Thought it was going to be an N1. Not the case in that situation. A turnover on Tech. That is their 8th. As Mooney catches far sideline, drives the baseline. Tolt pushed her all the way to the baseline. Throw it back to Riley, same spot. This time the shot no good. Rebound tracked down by the Yotes. Beresford to the free throw line. Riley's shot not there. And a rebound to Schmierbach. Baseball pass up floor. Goes to the hands of Gaskin. The trailer. It's Toll. Her 3. Heel the rim and off. No good. Rebound tipped around. And who's got it? It'll stay at this end as it was last touched by Beresford for College of Idaho. CLI had a couple good looks at the other end. Just couldn't finish. They're 7 of 36 from the field tonight. A team that averages making 38% of their shots. Tackle inbound along the near sideline. Tatum Schmierbach, who has 10 tonight, has it near wing. Curls off a pick, gets to the foul line, looked inside. Trying to find a cutter, it's not there, so they dump it back outside to Gaskin with 9 to shoot. She'll just launch a long on 3 and bury. Gaskin just said, I'm not going to attack, I'm going to shoot. And the lead is 23 for Tech. Beresford to the near wing, Addison catches, lobs it over the defense, caught in the corner by Woltemeyer. She drives the baseline, stopped by Schmierbach, but keeps the dribble alive. Squares up, bounce pass inside, and the whistle's going to get called on Tech. She was trying to angle cut through the middle of the paint. And Elquist will pick up her 2nd. It'll be Riley to inbound underneath the bucket for College of Idaho, trailing 42-19. Pass gets lobbed in to Woltemeyer, quarter court. Woltemeyer head and shoulder fake with a right hand dribble, bounce it to Adamson right at the high post, drives in with the left hand, takes Ramus to the baseline, gets cut off there by the sophomore, back out to Beresford. Beresford drives left elbow, bodies her way against Elquist, turns with a right hand, throws it back outside, Woltemeyer for 3, front iron and out, no good, and Elquist the rebound for Oregon Tech. Elquist long pass up floor, Gaskin has it along the near sideline. Tech leading by 23 with the basketball. Gaskin dribble handoff, Schmierbach at the high post, turns the corner, bounce pass inside, Ramus all by herself for 2 more. Schmierbach 10 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, Ramus now with 9. The lead is 44-19. As Riley has it near angle, she'll drive in, rejected by Gaskin. And out of backcourt, a foul called on College of Idaho. The foul will be on Adamson. It'll be her 3rd. Mia Austin in to replace Mooney, who has yet to score. She's 0 of 6 from the field. Tech's lead is their largest at 25 with the basketball. Gaskin high post, working one-on-one against Riley. Eyeballs her and then tips it to the near corner, and Kennedy Toll. Schmierbach patient with 6 to play in the period, drives to the elbow, gives it right back, driving in, shot no good by Ramus, offensive rebound by Elquist, out for a Toll 3, and it's gone! Timeout call on the floor. You can hear the fans as the offensive board pulled down by Elquist, and Kennedy Toll splashes home her 3rd made 3 of the night. 5:50 left, 3rd quarter, 47-19, Lady Owls lead. We're back after this.
Cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
47-19, Lady Owls have the lead. As Tech has opened the second half on a 10-3 run. And see if I'll have the basketball coming out of the timeout. Riley will come up floor with a left-hand dribble. Has the only points of the period for the Yotes. She'll tip it past to Beresford, now to Waltemeyer. She'll attack the defense, throw up a shot over Josie Ramus and score. Kylie Waltemeyer, her first points of the night. It's 47-21. 5:30 left here, third quarter from Danny Miles Court in Klamath Falls as Gaskin quickly the other way. Tries to lob a pass, no one's home, and threw it away. Turnover on Tech. She was expecting that Toll was going to be sitting in the near corner. Kennedy hadn't gotten to her spot yet. And the pass went to the end of the bench where Annie Campos and Avery Andrews were sitting. Up floor comes C of I. Adamson to Mia Austin, hesitates the dribble, drives into the baseline, then goes to the low block, skip it outside Beresford to Julian. She puts up a jumper, missed it. And a rebound again pulled down by Elquist. It was actually Beresford that put up the shot. Quickly the other way comes Gasket, hesitates on a three, then dumps it back outside the arc to Schmierbach. Schmierbach attacks, pulls up, little banker, no. Weak side rebound goes to Austin for College of Idaho. We'll have a timeout at the next whistle. As quickly up floor, it's Adamson. She'll drive all the way in on against Ramus. Got her shot blocked, and out of the pack comes Gaskin for Tech. Long pass up floor to Kennedy. Toll catches, shoots, three. Transition triple again for Kennedy Toll. She ties a career high with 4 made threes, the second straight game she's done so, and College of Idaho needs a timeout. 4:23 left third quarter. It's 50-21 Tech. Back here from Danny Miles Court after this timeout.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
Tech will change their lineup just a bit coming out of the break. Feely, Schmierbach, Anderson, Elquist, Maddie Toll all in. Julian has checked in for C of I along with Mackenzie Hirsch as it's Yotes basketball at the high post. Julian has it there. Swing it to Austin as she'll drive to the left elbow, throw it back outside to Waltemeyer along the far side. She'll cross over, drive into the paint, pull up, a little runner front iron, and in. Second made field goal here in the period for Kylie Waltemeyer. She's got 4. 50-23 Oregon Tech at the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. As Brooke Anderson has it far side. She'll look to whip a pass to the corner and Schmierbach. Schmierbach crossover dribble, gets to the baseline, then puts up a shot. Shot no good, and long rebound pulled down by College of Idaho was Hirsch. Julian has it near angle. Working against Brooke Anderson. Drives to the left elbow and a hand check, and they get called on the freshman, the former Lady Caver, at Grants Passoff. Caitlin right back in for Tech. And who's coming to the bench? It's going to be Elquist. The officials came over, and on the board and in the book they had said 22, and Schmierbach goes, I didn't do anything. They finally made the change and gave it to Anderson. See if I inbounds the basketball. Be Julian along the right sideline. Dribble handoff to Waltemeyer at the high post. Curls off a pick set by Adamson. Drives in, bodies her way in. Missed the jumper. And a rebound pulled down by Caitlin Ryan. She'll give it off to Anderson, who will lead the break for Tech down the near sideline. She'll stop at the three-point line, launch from three, off the left side of the rim, no good. Feely got the offensive rebound for Tech. She'll tip it back to Caitlin Wright. Now Anderson resets with 16 to shoot. Tech 35-25 on the glass so far. Wright has it high post, power dribble with the left hand, dribble handoff to the baseline. 18-footer on the way by Schmierbach, way short, long rebound, who wants it? It's gonna go to Julian. Julian coast to coast, and she scores for College of Idaho. First made transition bucket of the night for C of I. And off the inbound pass, Anderson gives it up. Stolen by Austin into Julian, and she finishes. And just like that, the lead is 23. Julian back-to-back baskets. 2:30 left here, third quarter. Tech had a 29-point lead. CFI scored the last 6. Bounce pass inside. Caitlin Wright cuts to the cup. Schmierbach found her, and she scores. Angle cut again that time by Tech, and Caitlin Wright's in the scorebook. Quickly the other way, it's Waltemeyer, and a hand check to be called on Tech. This time it will go against the sophomore Tatum Schmierbach, and this time it will be her second. As Anna Mooney will check back in for the Yotes. Schmierbach to the bench for Tech. And Lexi Elquist will replace her. Tech making 41% of their field goals on the night as Lenny Julian takes the inbound pass. Julian, the freshman, drives into the paint, floats up a right-hand jumper, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Elquist for Oregon Tech. Down the near sideline, it's Anderson with 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Goes to Feely along the near wing, uses a right-hand dribble, drives all the way in, leaves it back inside, finds Maddie Toll for 2. 8 for Maddie Toll tonight on 3 of 4 shooting. 54-27, Tech answers with 4 in a row. Here comes Mooney to the baseline. Swings it back to the head of the key, caught there for her. She throws up a 3, no good. Rebound tracked down by Caitlin Wright. Long lead pass goes to Feely along the far sideline. Crossover dribble in the middle of the paint. Waits to find someone inside. That's Wright. Her layup, no. Rebound Toll gets it. And another chance out to Elquist. She'll try a 3. Lexi knocks it home. Alexis Elquist, the long triple. And it's 57-27. And a timeout called by C of I as Oregon Tech has answered the C of I run with a 7-0 run themselves. 107 left, quarter number 3. The lead is 30. We're back in 30.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Oregon Tech 57, College of Idaho 27. 1:07 left here in quarter number 3. C of I has gone to their bench. Zimmerman in for the first time here in the second half. Also Riley back onto the floor. With the basketball, Zimmerman at the high post. Bounce pass backdoor. Mooney put up a shot, missed it. Rebound tracked down by Tech. In transition, it's Feely. Bounce pass through traffic, trying to find Anderson, and she threw it away. Stolen by Riley. The pace picks up. She'll skip it to the high post. Caught there by Hirsch. Crossover dribble off a ball screen set by Zimmerman. Stopped at the foul line and give it back to Riley with 39 seconds on the clock. She'll drive all the way to the baseline, get caught underneath, threw up a wild shot and missed it. Rebound attack. It goes in the hands of Maddie Toll. Up floor works Anderson. Tech could play for a final shot if they choose. 3-second differential between game clock and shot clock as they go right inside Elquist. Turn around, jump shot's gone. Lexi from about 15 feet, caught it on the block, just turned, faded away, and knocked it home. 59-27, largest lead of the night for Tech is 32. Right at the top of the key is Zimmerman, 7 to shoot here in the period. She'll wait trying to find Riley, get it to her there with 3, with 2, lost control of it. Anderson at the horn, put it up, no. Anderson got the steal, No shot put up, but nonetheless, Tech has a 32-point lead going to the fourth quarter. Your score, Oregon Tech 59, College of Idaho 27. Back here in 1 minute on the Owl Sports Network and 104.3 and 960 Sports.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
Back here at Danny Miles Court, we're set for the fourth quarter. Tech with a 32-point lead going to the final period. And Oregon Tech will come out of the timeout with a different unit, and Brooke Anderson turns it over, the first touch they have. Quickly to the corner, Austin with a three, missed it. In transition, Anderson to Caitlin Wright, she loses it. And as they come back the other way, Mooney can't collect. What a weird start to this quarter. Anderson off the screen, pulls from the elbow, left it short. As both teams have had turnovers on the first possessions. The other end of the floor, work College of Idaho. Near sideline comes Mooney. On the far side, caught there by a spin dribble, and Anna Mooney skips it outside the arc. Long three on the way in this time. That's Mackenzie Hirsch with the triple. And starts the final quarter off on a good note for the visitors from Caldwell, Idaho. Let's go! At the high post works Josie Ramos. Dribble handoff to Caitlin Wright, throw it back near side. Anderson's alone, tries to answer with three and does. Brooke Anderson, the triple, gets her into the score column. And Oregon Tech answers the triple. Near sideline, outside the arc, works Zimmerman to Mooney for three. Still can't find the range. And rebound to Elquist for Oregon Tech. Caught on the long sideline by Caitlin Wright to Chelsea Ching. Ching's gonna attack, go up with a right hand, spin it home! Chelsea Ching off the bench, her first two. It's 64-30. The lead is 34 for Tech. They've more than doubled up the Yotes here tonight. Far sideline, it's Mooney outside the arc, gets it in the hands for a three that won't go for Austin, and another rebound for Alexis Elquist. Tech will run. Ching has it far side, lob it to Elquist right at the top of the key and hand it off to Anderson. 64-30 Tech, 7:35 left in the ball game. Anderson tip pass to the free throw line, knocked away by Zimmerman, so they'll go to right near angle. 12 to shoot for the Lady Owls, to Ching right at the high post. Chelsea gonna step into a long one and knock it home! 5 straight for Chelsea Ching. It's 67-30. Eerily similar to how that second half went last year against CMI when Tech hung 101 against the Yotes. It's Riley to the far sideline and Mooney. Mooney skip it outside to Austin. She'll step back into a three, miss that one. Rebound inside, who gets it? It'll be College of Idaho ball. Both teams gonna make substitutions for Tech. Feely, Schmierbach, and Gaston all in. CFI will look to empty their bench a bit. A couple players we haven't seen tonight, including Maddie Hutchinson. Is off the inbound pass, they go to Julian on the low block, she can't finish. Rebound goes to Gaskin, she'll lob it inside and threw it away. Stolen away inside by Waltemeyer. Long pass up floor. Cop to the basket. Shot no good this time by Hutchinson. Rebound attack. The other way. Feely has it. Drives baseline. Stopped there. Tried to go inside. Caught in the low block by Schmierbach. Finds Ramus. She drives in. Gets knocked to the floor. And a foul call. Quick touch pass that time by Tatum Schmierbach. We'll see what the call is. It'll be a foul. It's going to go on Hutchinson. And we'll see if it'll be a shooting foul or not, as Avery Andrews will check in, give Ramus a breather. The freshman from Mountain View. So tackle inbound, left block underneath the basket. And they get lobbed into Schmierbach. Schmierbach with a left hand, stopped the dribble too soon, throws to the near corner, and Chelsea Ching. Ching back to Schmierbach. She'll step back, launch a three. It's an error ball. And out of the pack comes Julian for College of Idaho. 6:20 left in the game. It's all Oregon Tech. Julian to the near sideline. Off a ball screen. Hutchinson throw it back to Waltemeyer. She'll drive in with a left hand, force up a runner, and it rattles around and falls. Kylie Waltemeyer has 6. She is one of 4 different C of I players that has 6 points in the ball game. And it's 67-32 with 6 minutes left. Ching at the free throw line. Throws it back outside the arc. Schmierbach catches there. Give it off in the hands of Gaskin. Gaskin dribble drive in with a left hand. Drives to the foul line. Stops. She threw it back to the head of the key. Was it tipped? They say no. It goes out of bounds. Back to College of Idaho. Make it 15 turnovers tonight on Tech. Only 5 steals for C of I. So most of the miscues that the Lady Owls have been unforced. Zimmerman high post for the Black Shirts. Give it in the hands of Waltemeyer. She drives in, got it tipped out of there by Feely, and Kendall Feely with the steal. Long pass up floor, goes in the hands of Gaskin. The trailer's Ching. Thought about pulling the trigger early in the shot clock, but didn't. Tech will pull it out with 5:20 to play. Near sideline is Schmierbach. Hand off to Kendall Feely. She drives all the way in, lobs it inside. Andrews bodies her way in. Turn, little banker, won't go. And the rebound pulled down by Waltemeyer. One more dribble for Avery Andrews would have had a gimme. Instead, it was a little 7-foot right-handed runner and missed it. Beresford high post, drives Andrews, then fades away on the baseline, no good. Rebound Gaston for Tech. Long pass, Kendall Feely trying to keep it alive, and can. It'll be a turnover for Tech as CMI comes right back the other way and have a timeout next whistle. Julian skip pass, far sideline. Hutchinson catches along the baseline. She'll pull it out to the three-point stripe. Bounce pass inside to Zimmerman. Now back outside to Hutchinson. Hutchinson 3 dribbles with a left hand, head and shoulder fake, then stops at the top of the key, and then throws it back near sideline. Caught down there by Zimmerman, out for a Beresford jumper. Way off the mark, no good. Rebound goes to Gaston for Oregon Tech. 9 rebounds for her. Gabby has it center of the floor. 4:20 left in the ball game. It's all Oregon Tech tonight. Feely has it at the high post. Kendall Feely to Andrews well outside the arc, right back in the hands of Gaskin near wing. Gabby's going to attack, drive all the way in, jump stop, throw it back to Schmierbach with 12 to shoot. Now it's Ching, free throw line extended outside the arc, hesitates the dribble, now attacks middle of the paint, throws up a wild shot, no good. Rebound kept alive, it goes in the hands of Tatum Schmierbach, right back to Ching. She'll put up a jumper, missed that one. And Zimmerman Hutchinson, the rebound for CMI. Inside the final 4 minutes, and a timeout called by the Yotes. 67-32 Tech. We're back here from Danny Miles Court after this.
Wait, all I do is wait. So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
Both teams going to make some substitutions, it looks like, coming out of the timeout. Brooke Anderson in for Tech, Lily Everson in for Tech, Feely, Campos, and Andrews. C of I has brought in a couple newcomers as well. As off the screen works Julian, she drives in, draw contact, and a foul going to be called on Andrews. So Avery Andrews, the true freshman from Mountain View High, will pick up the whistle. McKenna Brandener on for the first time. A sophomore from Gig Harbor, Washington. And also in is Annie Steiner. As a free throw, no good by Julian. Haven't been many free throws shot in this contest. As her second one also no good. And Avery Andrews tracks down the rebound at 6'3". Gotta love when you bring in off the bench in the final 5 minutes a 6'3" post that has some skill on the low block. Far sideline, it's Campos. Lob it inside. Andrews seals on the low block and scores. Just like that. Give Campos the assist, and it's 69-32. Julian to the far side. Long three on the way. No good for C of I. And Andrews the rebound for the Lady Owls. Long pass to Anderson down the far sideline. She'll stop at the three-point line. Bounce pass goes to Campos on the baseline. She'll put it on the floor with a left-hand dribble to Everson at the high post. Now give it right back into the hands of the freshman, Brooke Anderson. Near sideline to Campos. Annie going to drive all the way in. Throw up a little right-hand shot. No. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll stay at this end. 4A Player of the Year last year. Annie Campos led Henley High to the state title as Kate in for the first time from Coos Bay and Marshfield. She will replace Feely. Tackle out 20 to shoot, 3 minutes left in the game, and the inbound pass goes to the high post and Everson. Lily going to lower her shoulder, drive to the baseline, gets stopped there. Bounce a pass to the high post. Miles catches, launches a three, no. Rebound tipped around underneath, who wants it? Campos was fighting down there for it, and then a held ball, and it's going to go to C of I. Tech going to go into their bench again. It'll be Ebony McMillan who will check in, and she will go and get Campos. I was talking with Eb before the game, and I was talking about her parents watching the game Friday morning against Lewis Clark State, and how, or I should say against Walla Walla, and how it was such a middle of the night game for them. I said, this is a little bit easier a few hours later for sure. Julian has it near side for the Oaks. Keeps the dribble alive. For her parents living in Australia, it's a little easier today. As a drive down baseline, little turnaround shot will not go. Rebound pulled down by the Owls to Lily Everson, coast to coast, and Lily finishes. Two-sport athlete from Forest Grove on the block. And the lead for Oregon Tech grows even further. 2 minutes exactly left. At the head of the key. Works Julian, skip pass over the defense to the far corner. Steiner catches there. She'll bully her way to the basket, put up a left-handed shot, missed that one. Rebound attack. Anderson double team near half court. And the ball gets knocked out of bounds with 1:42 left of the game. It'll be Oregon Tech basketball. Anderson going to sit down, played a lot of minutes. Chelsea Ching will check back in. 5 points off the bench for the junior from Folsom, CA. 71-32 Tech. Miles has it near side, gets to the foul line, puts up a jumper, back iron and off, no good. And a rebound goes to Brandner for College of Idaho. 90 seconds left for Julian. Handed off to the near sideline. Caught there by Hutchinson. Lob it back to the near corner. Julian there, works off a ball screen with a left-hand dribble, now switches to the right, drives inside the paint, working against Kate Miles, then tips it outside the arc. Long three is an error ball put up by C of I, and a rebound goes to Ebony McMillan. A minute to play. Everson has it far corner. Lily curls off a ball screen, stops, tries to find Ebony inside, can't, so they'll reverse the basketball back to the hands of Chelsea Ching. Now inside, Andrews goes to work, turns, bodies up, no. McMillan the offensive rebound. Ebb trying to put it back up, instead tips it out for a three by Everson. It's not there. Andrews, a third try, does! Working hard on the low block was Andrews. Is at the other end, long three up and good for CMI with 28 seconds left. Steiner with a triple. That will be, I think, it in this one, as I think Tech will run the clock out. It'll be the lowest scoring total that Oregon Tech has had this season for their opponent. 73-35, you'll hear the final horn. And before a crowd denied of 1,315, Tech wins their 9th in a row. The postgame show's next here on 104.3 and 960 Sports.
Cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track